keeping up with our motto, let learning be a joy and teaching a pleasure. Here we are with the remote teaching and learning process to bridge the gap. Happy learning, students!
Hello children, and welcome to one more session of Standard 4 EVS 2 lesson number 11, The Discomfiture of Shaista Khan. Shaista Khan's campaign. In spite of repeated efforts in which he left no stone unturned, Adil Shah of Bijapur could not force Shivaji to surrender. Every Sardar of Bijapur who was sent against Shivaji was defeated. Adil Shah at last gave up the fight, made peace with Shivaji, and gave recognition to his independent kingdom. Shivaji thus had peace for some time on his southern border. In the meanwhile, constant Mughal attacks from the north had practically ruined Maharashtra. Shivaji therefore turned his attention northward and carried out raids in the territory of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. This enraged Aurangzeb and he sent Shaista Khan, his uncle, to deal with Shivaji and teach him a lesson. Shaista Khan, with a huge army of 75,000 men and hundreds of elephants, camels, and pieces of cannon, marched on Pune. On the way, he captured the towns of Shirwal, Shivapur, and Saswad, and finally laid siege to the fort of Purandar. Nothing could stop his advance, but once the Maratha army surrounded him in a mountain pass. The Maratha troops moved very fast on their swift Bhimthadi ponies. They also travelled very light. They could traverse the hills and valleys in the shortest possible time, and on army rations consisting of onions and bajra bread. This type of warfare, perfected by the Marathas, was known to Shaista Khan. Tired of the continuous harassment by the Maratha troops, he at last raised the siege of Purandar. Firangoji Narsala. Shaista Khan then continued his march on Pune. First, he captured the fort of Chakan. Firangoji Narsala fought to defend the fort with great bravery and skill against the army of Shaista Khan. For 2 months, he kept Shaista Khan at bay, but he was helpless against the guns of Shaista Khan. Shaista Khan was much impressed with the way Firangoji defended the fort and offered him service with the Mughal emperor. Firangoji, however, refused this tempting offer. Shaista Khan in Lal Mahal. Shaista Khan came to Pune and made Lal Mahal his headquarters. 1 year passed, then another year. Shaista Khan would not leave Pune. On the contrary, his troops would raid Shivaji's territory and destroy crops and take away the cattle. In this way, he started devastating the surrounding countryside. A bold plan. At last, Shivaji decided to teach Shaista Khan a lesson. In a way, it was good that Shaista Khan was staying in Lal Mahal. Shivaji knew the place inside out, with all its good entrances and exits, its secret passages, doors, and windows. Besides, Shivaji's spies were keeping him well informed about the disposition of the Khan's troops. Shivaji therefore decided to enter Lal Mahal one night and kill Shaista Khan. This was indeed a very bold plan. Shaista Khan learns a lesson. Shivaji made a hole in the wall and entered Lal Mahal. He had no trouble in finding his way about because it was after all his own house. The Khan's bodyguard were half asleep. Shivaji's followers tied them up. Shivaji went deeper inside. Suddenly, someone rushed at him with a sword. Shivaji killed him. He thought it was Shaista Khan, but it was his son. There was a commotion. People woke up. Shivaji went straight to the Khan's chamber and took out his sword. Terrified, the Khan started shouting, "The devil, the devil!" and tried to escape through the window. Shivaji struck him with the sword, which cut off his 3 fingers of the Khan. The Khan could have lost his life, but he escaped with the loss of 3 fingers only. The Khan jumped out of the window and made for safety. To deceive the Khan's troops, Shivaji and his men raised the cry, "Shivaji has attacked! Run! Catch him!" and started to run themselves. The Khan's troops also started running in all directions. In the confusion that followed, Shivaji and his men made their escape and reached Sinhagad. The Khan's troops spent the whole night looking in vain for Shivaji and his troops. This incident took the fight out of Shaista Khan. He was afraid that if he lost only his 3 fingers in the first attack, Shivaji might cut his head off in the second. Aurangzeb was furious when he heard of this episode. Shaista Khan lost the emperor's favor and was transferred to Bengal. This was the first serious blow to the Mughal power. Shivaji had successfully bearded the lion in his own den. Gunfire announced the victory and a wave of joy went all over Maharashtra. That was all, children, in this lesson today. We'll meet in the next session. Until then, keep watching and keep learning.